Center for Sports and Entertainment. Brampton Battalion and London Knights here in action. And as we pick things up here, about 30 seconds into the first period, the Brampton Battalion have already opened the scoring. Lucas Havel scoring on a breakaway, beating London Knight goaltender Cody Spicer. I'm Mike Hancock. Along with me is Sam Cosentino to bring you all of tonight's action as we pick things up in progress. Jansevsky down in the corner with Kelly. Now it's Reynolds in there, strips it away. Bateman with it now up over the line. Bateman's got Thompson. Thompson shoots and scores! Scott Thompson picks up right where he left off on Friday night. And the Battalion have a 2-0 lead.
Oh, baby, you better have your skates done up tight tonight. This one, a fast pace to get it going, and that's just the second whistle in this hockey game. The first one coming 9 seconds in as Lucas Havel got it started. And now another goal by the Battalion, a great pass right onto the tape of Thompson, and he goes upstairs to beat Cody Spicer. And the Battalion have a 2-0 lead. So the young netminder in just his second game this season will be tested early and often.
He falls in the corner. McSwain leaves it behind the net for Havel. Torres is open at the side of the net. Havel looking for something to open up. Tries to squirt one through. Shot scored!
Great patience by Lucas Havel. He controlled it behind the net. He had an open pass to Torres. Instead, he just flipped it out in front for Klesla, who got a great shot on goal. And as a result, the Battalion have jumped out to an early 3-0 lead. Watch here, Havel working it behind the net, just like Gretzky used to do. He has Torres, but instead decides to flip it up in front. And Klesla, burning in off the point, gets the shot. We'll see who gets credit for the goal.
Yeah, actually, I think it might have went off Klesla and then to McSwain. I think might have banged it in on the side of the net, but regardless of who got it, the Battalion are up 3-0 here. 7 minutes and 28 seconds into the first period, and as to no surprise, Gene Chirillo will now head into the London net after Cody Spicer had allowed 3 goals on 4 shots. Pass through the middle, finds Ducalo, but he couldn't hang on to it. Now back to the line, Rice able to keep it in. Pass back through the middle, shot, Chirillo, quick shot, scores!
Grenier making it happen on the forecheck, forced the giveaway, continued on towards the net, and he beats Chirillo. And poor Gary Agnew, the coach for the London Knights, no matter who he throws in there, the Battalion are just peppering him. We go to the replay, and watch Grenier. The first shot is blocked, and then he comes with the backhand, slips it by Chirillo, and that right there makes it 4-0 for the Brampton Battalion.
And I think it was Kelly coming in a little bit late, just couldn't get to Grenier as he slapped it in there. And on a mere 7 shots by the Battalion, they have 4 goals here in the first period.
Well, Grenier, his first
we'll have a fight.
His first OHL goal.
Looks like Maleko and Miracle trying to square up here. Now Miracle trying to unwind that right hand, pops him once. They get tied up along the bench. Maleko still trying to get that right hand free. Now he's throwing a few body shots in there as the linesmen get in.
Well, you see DJ Miracle go in front of his bench after the fight and raise his hands, and this veteran player acquired last week in a trade with Owen Sound, doing anything he can to get his team fired up there. A little bit tired of played their 3rd game in 4 nights, and with under 5 minutes left in this period, both players will be sent to their respective dressing rooms.
Barch still out there on a long shift. Barch moves it for Erskine. Shot stopped by Dellavedova. Dellavedova again up to the task inside of 2 minutes.
And here comes Johnny Erskine. He's a big guy, and he comes in off the point, and now a bit of a spearing match going on in front of Scott Dellavedova and the Brampton Nets.
Torres will skate away with it. He's got Havel on his left side. Torres now with a nice move around the defender. Shot saved by Chirillo, and Torres runs right over top of Chirillo, and that's going to get a lot of attention from the Knights as McSwain, he's getting right involved in that. Handchuck backing out of the fray.
You know, just as we mentioned, Rafi Torres, watch as he goes in here all alone on Jansevsky, makes a great move to get around him, and then goes hard to the net, flicks a shot up at Chirillo and then goes hard for the rebound and knocks Chirillo over. He is down motionless on the ice right now. But you know, the London defense have no one to blame but themselves for allowing Torres to rush in there and eventually get a shot at Chirillo. Now Chirillo, as you know, is the replacement for the starting goaltender Cody Spicer, making his second OHL start last week in a win over Peterborough. Made over 40 stops, was the game's first star. Well, he got pelted here in the early going of this hockey game.
Side, the Knights just trying to get this puck out. Maleko couldn't knock that down. Now it's a 2-on-1 back the other way. Lob will shoot and score!
Aaron Lob coming in on the short side, and Dellavedova, he went down maybe just a touch early, and Lob picked the shorthand side corner up over the shoulder of Dellavedova, and that makes it 4-1. Watch Lob, he'll wind up. He put a good shot just up over the short side shoulder, beating Dellavedova glove side, and that makes it 4-1. Good shot by Lob, as Dellavedova went down just a little early, and that is Aaron Lob's first OHL goal, the rookie getting on the score sheet and making it a 3-goal deficit now for London.
Brampton still having some problems clearing it. Now here's Kelly, Barch in front of the net. Kelly will shoot and score! Chris Kelly goes shelf, and the Knights are back to within 2.
Wow, great play by Chris Kelly. He went untouched right in front of the Brampton net. And now Kelly will pick up his 10th goal of the season. And oh man, he goes top shelf. Dellavedova, really no chance to get that goal. It went off the crossbar, and for a second there I wasn't sure if it went in. But watch as Woods fails to clear. Harrison back trying to anchor the defense, and then Kelly's left to his own devices. And now he'll make a quick cut to come out in front of the net. Wait for Dellavedova to go down, and he shelfs it. In fact, I'm not so sure that one went in the net. And here's a better look at it here as he goes up top, and you'll see, I don't know if that puck ever crossed the goal line. Nonetheless, Kelly is credited with the goal, his 10th of the season for London, and now they are within 2.
Out by Kelly, and Kelly's got a wheel back the other way. He's got Barch with him. Kelly up over the blue line, a nice move. Kelly to Barch, and Barch just had it roll off his stick and wide of the net. Jancevski, a long lead pass ahead for Gibson. Now into the middle. Pass across for Sherburne. Sherburne will shoot, and Dellavedova just got enough of that to keep it out. Shot, score! I
don't know if they're going to allow that goal. It looks like Gibson came in late on the play and kicked it in, but the referee, Jim Kilroy, in just his 4th season as a ref here in the OHL, is shaking his head so as to say, yes, indeed, that's a goal. We get a look at the replay here. Watch Gibson come in late, streaking in on the play. Gibson on the left side of your screen. He'll go towards the net. The shot goes on goal. Gibson following up behind McSwain. And he just slides in there and kind of kicked it in.
Not too much doubt about that.
Yeah, I don't think
the
there's any doubt
videotape
about
doesn't
it.
lie.
And Stan Butler simply shaking his head. He can't believe it. Now Kilroy's over talking to Butler to see if he can't get it sorted out. But Sherburne just kind of dumps it out in front. Gibson streaking in late behind the play, just stops. And as he stopped, he kind of kicks it in the net. Dellavedova couldn't believe it either. That, without a doubt, is a goal.
And Turner keeps it in at the other side, rattles it back down. A whole lot of traffic in front. Back up for Erskine. Quickly sends it in on goal. Loose in the crease. And Dellavedova able to fall on it. All kinds of extra activity. Maleko and Kelly pushing and shoving. Barch throwing a few left hands in there with Harrison. And with 44 seconds to go, we'll have another face-off in the Brampton end.
Load the right side, and Gibson will try and draw it back on the backhand to Erskine, who's moved over with that big shot on the left point.
Erskine, his shot gets right through and just wide. McClement battling for it there, loose. McSwain picks it up, shovels it ahead for Torres, and Torres missed the wide open net. Torres centers again, tipped by McSwain, and they score.
Oh, nice goal there. Ralphie Torres had a chance to really seal it just seconds earlier. He shot it wide, but then he chased his own rebound and just turned around, blindly fired it at the net. McSwain was there to tip it in on the backhand, And the Battalion have sealed the deal with their 5th goal. Watch, Torres misses, and then he skates hard to get his own rebound. Just turns blindly, fires it at the net. McSwain tips it through his legs in the backhand. It gets by Erskine, and that, folks, is a done deal. The Battalion on their way to just their 2nd win in 9 tries here. Will win this hockey game by a score of 5-3.
Gutsy effort down the stretch from the Brampton Battalion, and a couple of great finishes on Friday night against the Owen Sound Platers, and tonight here against the London Knights.
And right now, the Battalion doing what they should do. Everyone first off the bench to touch the helmet of the goaltender, Scott Dellavedova. He was fantastic in this hockey game.
All right, final score here in Brampton tonight, the Battalion 5, London 3. We'll be back to wrap things up here on OHL Primetime in a moment.